Hi everybody! Ezra here, and I hope you're all doing well and you're having a good day today. Today I'm going to read you a book, a really fun one called Little Otter Remembers and Other Stories by Anne Tompert and pictures by John Wallner. And I hope you enjoy this story. Little Otter's Birthday Gift. Little Otter hurried toward the river. "It is Mother Otter's birthday," he said. "I will catch her a fish. Mother Otter likes fish." Little Otter jumped into the river and swam under the water. He saw a big fish. "That fish is too big," he said, and he swam deeper into the water. There was a little fish, round and round it swam. "That fish is too little." He looked and looked. At last he saw a fish that was just the right size. And catching it in his mouth, he rose up to the top of the water. Then he climbed onto the bank of the river. He was looking for a place to rest when he saw a shell near a log. "What a pretty shell," he said. He put down the fish and picked up the shell. He turned it over and over. "Maybe Mother Otter would like a shell better than a fish. She can catch a fish any time she wants. But she may never find a shell as pretty as this." He picked up the fish and threw it into the river. Then he put the shell into his pocket and started for home. Along the way, he came to a field of dandelions. "Oh!" cried Little Otter. "What beautiful dandelions!" "Mother Otter likes dandelions." Little Otter took the shell out of his pocket and turned it over and over. "Mother Otter has lots of shells," said Little Otter. "I bet she already has one like this. I can always find her a pretty shell, but the flowers will soon be gone." So Little Otter threw the shell away and picked a fine bunch of dandelions. Once again, Little Otter started for home. He had not gone very far when he came upon a patch of blueberry bushes. There was nothing that Little Otter liked better than blueberries. "I know I must get home," he said, "but it won't hurt to eat just one." Little Otter put the flowers under a tree and hurried to a blueberry bush. He picked one berry and ate it. It was plump and sweet. It tasted so good. Then he ate another one. Then he ate a third and a fourth and a fifth. Poor Little Otter went from the bush to bush, picking and eating blueberries. Soon great gusts of wind tossed the bushes about, but that did not stop him. He was deep in the patch when he heard someone calling, Little Otter, where are you?" Peering around the bushes, Little Otter saw his mother. He worked his way through the blueberry patch to join her. "Where have you been?" asked Mother Otter. "I have been looking everywhere for you. It is going to rain. Can't you smell the winds?" "I'm sorry," said Little Otter, "but I went to the river to catch a fish for your birthday." Mother Otter put her arm around him. "I like fish," she said. "But then I saw a pretty shell," said Little Otter, "and I thought Mother can catch a fish any time she wants, but she may never find such a pretty shell. That's true, said Mother Otter. So I put the fish back in the water and picked the pretty shell, said Little Otter. Now I will have a new shell for my collection, said Mother Otter. But you won't, said Little Otter. On my way home, I saw some dandelions, and I thought I can find Mother Otter a pretty shell any time, but the flowers will soon be gone, and so I threw away the shell and picked a bunch of dandelions. Flowers always make me happy, said Mother Otter, but then I saw these blueberries, said Little Otter. I just had to eat some. So I put the flowers under a tree. Little Otter looked and looked. He saw many trees, but he did not see any dandelions. Tears came into his eyes. The wind blew away the flowers, cried Little Otter. Now I have nothing for your birthday. Don't worry, said Mother Otter, as she gave him a big hug. I have you. It was almost dark, so they set out for home. Waiting for them when they got there was the cake Mother Otter had baked. It was beautiful, but Little Otter felt so bad that no matter how he tried, he could not eat a single piece. Little Otter remembers. I'm lost, cried Little Otter as he looked under the table. It is lost. It is lost, cried Little Otter as he looked under the table. It is lost. What is lost? Asked Mother Otter. My pine cone, said Little Otter. I put it right here on the table yesterday. Did you see it? Yes, I saw it, said Mother Otter. What did you do with it? Asked Little Otter. Nothing, said Mother Otter. What did you do with it? Little Otter thought and thought. Oh, yes, I remember now. I showed it to Raccoon and I put it on my shelf. Little Otter ran to his room, climbed onto his bed, and looked on the shelf above it. My pine cone is not here, he said. What do you think happened to it? Asked Mother Otter. Little Otter thought and thought. Oh, yes, I remember now. I took it to the river to wash it. I worked very hard. You are a very good worker, said Mother Otter. She patted him gently. What did you do next? I sat under a tree to rest, said Little Otter. Then I put it in a hole in the tree. That's where it is, she shouted, and he ran out the door. Little Otter ran through the fields as fast as he could. At last he came to the tree with the hole. He bent over and looked inside.